Glad to have you back, and we are on to the last leg of the show. North Korea and South Korea today began talks on their relations. But ahead of the Korean high-level talks, nuclear envoys of Japan and South Korea met in Seoul on Monday.
Now, major issues to be discussed include North Korea's nuclear agenda and the situation on the Korean peninsula. And the ramped-up momentum for inter-Korean dialogue follows a year of missile and nuclear tests by North Korea.
It also followed an exchange of hostile comments between U.S. President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, which raised alarm across the world. We have senior researcher at TVC News, Cyril Abaku, joining us via Skype to look at this developing story. Thank you for joining us on the show. Cyril, would you say this is a turning point for something peaceful between the two Koreas?
Yes, in a way I would say it's a turning point. Because principally, looking at the issues going into the talks, which of course I've held, was basically the question of the Winter Olympics. After on New Year's Day, the North Korean leader said he was open to talks and made a proposal about supporting the games that were taking place in South Korea. So it's a good one. Diplomats from both countries have met early this morning, and North Korea, shall I say so, graciously agreed that it is going to send contingent to the games in Pyeongchang. So I think it's good. And if you look at the details of the discussion, the South Korea also made some demands. Basically, they are saying that look, families that have been disunited following the Korean War in about 1953, that they like that reunification to take place. South Korea also hopes that for the two Koreas to march together at the opening of games. So I think it's a good one. Ostensibly, the meeting was convened to discuss not their participation in the games, but I think that South Korea has also very wisely chipped in a few other diplomatic issues. Perhaps taking it off from there, they can now move into other issues of perhaps a soaring economic and also probably discussing ways to de-escalate military tension. But if you ask, I think it's a good place to take off from. North Korea has said it is willing to send not just an athletic contingent, but observers, art performers, dancers, and so on, which is really beyond a sporting delegation. So I think that taking it off from talks that are taking just some hours ago, they can build something even stronger from there.
Okay. The North and South Korea are meeting for the first time in 2 years in the demilitarized zone. Now, some analysts have said that the solution to the Korean Peninsula crisis lies just between North and South, and not even other forces like the United States and all of that, who are third parties to all of this. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that if you critically examine the paradigms or the indices that have underscored the face-off between the two Koreas, I mean, it's like a tale of two Koreas, okay? And in the end, you will find that as they say, charity begins at home. But in the Korean case, charity has to begin and even end at home. For these talks to have taken place in the first instance, South Korea and the US had to agree to delay their joint military exercises, and then North Korea, for the first time, picked South Korea's phone call, and for the first time in 2 years. So yes, the two countries, at the risk of getting ahead of ourselves, you will find that if you plot a graph of their diplomatic relations, they've had many highs and many lows. 10 years ago, both countries marched together again at a sporting event. I think sometime in 1972, there were actual hopes of even reunification. But somehow along the line, things get to an all-time high, things get to an all-time low. If you ask me, the possibilities are there. But with China and the US now having more than a passing interest in what is going on, and with North Korea's nuclear ambition, it is difficult to see how the possibilities or the actual power to end the rift is going to lie just between them. For one, both North Korea and South Korea have become proxy or satellite states for external powers in Asia. Some don't want an escalation of conflict. Some appear not to give a hoot whether a conflict comes or not. So both ways, whereas it is up to them to put an end to it, the reality is that it has gone beyond them actually. So both the US and countries like Russia and China also weighing on what is going on and express genuine intent of creating lasting peace in the region. I think that is when I'm talking about actuality in restoring peace, in escalating tension, and a way forward.
And sadly, those at the receiving end of all this are the people in the north and in the south of the Koreas. So since it seems that the leaders have their hands tied, that it's even beyond them really whether they accept dialogue or not, or whether they decide to abandon their projects of nuclear harnessing or military drills, then would you agree with some people suggesting that there could be a common place for citizens of both countries to be able to move in freely, especially for the sake of families that have been separated because of the war?
Okay, I think that principally the unification ministries, there are ministries there they call unification ministries. The unification ministries ought to take on greater responsibilities, because one common ground that both North and South Korea share very emotionally is the question of reunification again. You know, those families that were separated during the Korean War. So that has to be an ongoing process. And it is good, you know, that the South Korean leader has made it clear that he's not for conflict, he is not for bellicism. And you can start, he was the one who also raised the olive branch. He is the one who has managed to say, let the talks take place. He is the one who is also pushing for, I think there are three key agendas. One is the Winter Games, the other one is unification, and the other one is talks between the militaries of North Korea and South Korea. You know, in a people-to-people situation, face-to-face meetings are very important. For instance, you can imagine that the green and the red homes in the peace house, they call it peace house, thereby South Korea uses green phone to call North Korea and uses the red phone to take calls coming from South Korea. Now you see that when they start putting the call this last time, North Korea acknowledged the phone call and sent a fax back to Seoul saying that they are willing to sit down to talk. So people-to-people discussion is important. That is one. Then these discussions must take place at different strata. One, at military level. Two, at economic level. Three, at unification level. If they can exploit momentum and keep it going for longer, then it might as well be that people who are talking hardly resort to armed conflict. But where ties break down badly, where they can't face anymore, then the tendency for mutual suspicion and disrupt heighten. And when that is the case, anything fall in between. It is also very crucial that, for instance, you know, the Kaesong economic partnership that are between North and South Korea.
Yeah, sorry, Cyril. Yes, Cyril, sorry, the line is breaking and we can't really get clarity of your audio. So we have to leave you here right now. Thank you very much for talking to us on Skype. Cyril Abaku, Senior Researcher at TVC News. Thank you very much.